Hello everyone, and welcome to Wisdom and Wealth, where we explore timeless wisdom to enrich your life. Have you ever found yourself feeling completely drained after an interaction with someone, as if their negativity has sucked the life right out of you? Well, Buddhism offers a powerful and effective approach to safeguarding your inner peace, and it does so without requiring you to utter a single word. By cultivating patience and compassion, you can remain calm and centered, regardless of the kind of energy others project. Through dedicated meditation, you will learn to observe your emotions with detachment and avoid reacting impulsively. Understanding that everyone carries their own burdens and pain can transform frustration into empathy. In silence, you can disarm negativity and steadfastly protect your peace. Stay with me as we uncover how these timeless teachings can profoundly transform your life and your relationships. If you're looking to enrich your life and gain valuable wisdom, consider subscribing to Wisdom and Wealth. The influence of negativity in our lives is undeniable. We've all experienced those moments where we enter a room feeling positive and energized, excited about the day ahead, only to be confronted by someone's negativity. It could be a perpetually complaining coworker, a family member who constantly criticizes, or even a stranger radiating negative vibes. Suddenly, your mood shifts. You feel drained, irritated, or tense, perhaps snapping at someone or carrying a heavy feeling for the rest of the day. Why does this happen? Why does someone else's negativity wield so much power over our emotions? The answer lies in our interconnectedness. Whether we acknowledge it or not, our minds and emotions are sensitive to the energy surrounding us. When exposed to stress, anger, or complaints, we can easily be pulled into the same negative frequency. The good news is that Buddhism teaches us we don't have to be victims of other people's negativity. We can consciously choose a different response, one that protects our peace without needing to argue, explain, or even speak. In life, we cannot avoid negative people. They are as much a part of the world as rain or wind. We cannot control their actions, words, or thoughts, but we can control our own energy and how we respond. Instead of expending energy trying to change others or reacting to their moods, we can neutralize their negativity silently. This isn't mere theory. Buddhist monks and practitioners have utilized these teachings for centuries to protect their inner peace. They live in the same imperfect world as we do, facing challenges, difficult people, and negativity. Yet, they don't allow it to penetrate their core, and they don't need to fight or argue to remain calm. They employ simple yet powerful principles that anyone can practice. In this video, you'll learn to shift your perspective and reclaim your peace. We'll discuss why negativity feels so potent and how to build an inner resilience that makes you impervious to it. You'll learn to stay grounded when others lose control and walk through life with a quiet confidence that negativity cannot shake. So, if you're ready, let's begin this journey together. We'll delve into wisdom that has helped millions live more peacefully, even amid chaos. If you are enjoying our content, then consider subscribing to Wisdom and Wealth. Understanding the nature of suffering, a Buddhist perspective is key to disarming negativity. If we want to neutralize negativity without saying a word, we first need to grasp its true origin. From a Buddhist viewpoint, negativity doesn't arise spontaneously, it has a cause, which is suffering. The Buddha taught that all beings experience dukkha, which translates to suffering, dissatisfaction, or an underlying sense of discomfort with life. No one escapes it. The person who constantly complains, the one who criticizes everything, or the one who lashes out in anger, all manifest their inner suffering. They may not realize it, or they may lack the tools to cope healthily, but that pain drives their behavior. Consider how you treat others when stressed, hurt, or angry. Even unintentionally, you likely became less patient, more reactive, or even unfair. We've all been there. The difference is that some people become trapped in that state, unable to break free. The problem is that we often take it personally. If someone speaks harshly or makes a critical comment, we feel attacked. It's easy to assume they're doing it to us. But when we apply Buddhist wisdom, we begin to see things differently. That person isn't fighting with you, they're struggling with themselves. You merely happen to be present when their pain overflows. This understanding changes everything. Instead of feeling offended or angry, you can feel compassion. Instead of reacting with frustration, you can remain calm. You recognize their negativity as a symptom of their suffering, not as a reflection of who you are or what you've done. And in that moment, you liberate yourself from their emotional control. That's the first step to disarming negativity without saying a word. Shifting your perception, when you stop viewing it as an attack and start seeing it as a reflection of their inner world, you no longer give it power over you. You stay grounded, steady, and peaceful. In the next section, we'll delve into how patience becomes your shield, helping you maintain that calm energy. Patience acts as a shield by cultivating inner serenity. Once we understand that others' negativity stems from their own suffering, not from us, the next step is learning to protect ourselves. In Buddhism, patience is a powerful way to do this. It's not about gritting your teeth and waiting it out. True Buddhist patience is an active force, a shield protecting your inner peace regardless of external events. Think about our typical reactions to negativity. If someone speaks angrily, we want to respond in kind. If someone criticizes us, we get defensive. By reacting, we enter their world of negativity, letting their suffering pull us down. It becomes a tug-of-war that drains our energy. But patience offers an alternative, a pause. We breathe, stay centered, and choose silence, protecting our peace. A Buddhist story tells of a man who insulted the Buddha, who remained calm. When asked why, the Buddha said, "If someone offers you a gift, and you refuse it, who does the gift belong to?" Negativity is like an unwanted gift. If you don't accept it, it stays with the giver. This is the heart of Buddhist patience. You don't have to take on someone else's anger or pain. You can stay grounded, peaceful, without being pulled into their drama. It doesn't mean tolerating disrespect. Setting boundaries is key, but without anger. You can walk away calmly, not frustrated. That's the strength patience gives. One of the easiest ways to cultivate patience is through conscious breathing. When negativity creeps in, take a slow, deep breath, reminding yourself, "This is not mine." Imagine their words passing by like a cloud. Over time, this builds inner calm. People realize they can't trigger you. Their need to provoke fades. It's like a fire without fuel. By not reacting, you don't give them energy. Patience isn't passive, it's about being so grounded that no one can shake you. Living from that place, negativity loses its grip. In the next section, we'll explore meditation for strengthening calm and building a mind that observes without reacting. If you want to continue down this path of wisdom, then please subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth and join our community. Meditation acts as a tool for observation and non-reaction. We've seen how understanding and patience can protect us from negativity, but to deepen this practice, we need a tool to strengthen our mind, meditation. In Buddhism, meditation trains the mind to stay clear and aware, especially when life is challenging. When dealing with negative people, meditation gives us the ability to observe without reacting. Normally, we react instantly, feeling offended or angry. These automatic reactions happen because we haven't trained ourselves to pause. Meditation provides that pause, creating a space between what happens and how we respond. In that space, we have freedom. We no longer have to get pulled into emotional chaos, we can choose to stay centered. Buddhist teachings often use the image of a still lake. When the water is calm, you can see to the bottom. When stirred, everything is murky. Our minds work the same way. When agitated, everything upsets us. When steady, we can see clearly and choose how to respond. The practice for cultivating this clarity is simple: breath meditation. Sit comfortably, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. Don't control it, just notice it. As thoughts come, gently bring your attention back to the breath. Over time, this strengthens your ability to stay present. The more we practice observing the breath, the more we strengthen the part of our mind that observes everything. We become better at noticing emotions without immediately following them. If someone speaks harshly, you notice anger rising, but you don't have to act on it. You watch it, breathe, and let it pass, like watching cars go by. In meditation, you don't jump into every car, you watch them come and go. The same skill applies in life. When negativity comes your way, you can stay seated. This doesn't mean you'll never feel irritated again. Even experienced meditators have emotions. But meditation gives you a tool to stay calm amidst them. It teaches you that you are not your thoughts or reactions, you are the observer. The more you meditate, the easier it becomes to apply this in daily life. If a coworker complains, you take a deep breath, realizing their complaints aren't your burden. You stay calm, kind, or move on. Meditation helps build mental spaciousness. There's room for everything, your thoughts, negativity, chaos, but none of it has to disturb your peace. You create a calm center within yourself, and the stronger that center, the less anything can shake it. Some think meditation is about escaping reality, but it's about being fully present without being controlled by it. When you practice regularly, you stop reacting to everything and become more intentional, patient, and peaceful. This is why meditation is the foundation of non-reaction. It trains you to observe without judgment and stay calm without effort. When you live from this space, the negativity of others loses its power. Next, we'll explore how compassion can take this further, transforming not just your experience but the energy of those around you. Develop compassion by understanding the pain behind negativity. Compassion is a potent force we can cultivate to disarm negativity without saying a word. It's not just feeling sorry for someone. True compassion, as taught in Buddhism, deeply understands the suffering beneath another's negativity and guides our response. When someone is negative, whether criticizing, complaining, or acting out, our first instinct is to push them away. We might get defensive, annoyed, or want to fight back. By reacting, we only feed the cycle of negativity, creating a back and forth of hurt and frustration. Buddhism teaches another way. It begins with compassion. Imagine seeing a hurt dog in a village. It growls as you approach. Do you get angry? Probably not. You understand it's afraid, in pain, and protecting itself. You feel compassion. Now apply that to people. When someone lashes out, it's usually because they're dealing with unseen pain. They might be stressed, lonely, or insecure, or carrying emotional wounds. Their negativity is just the surface. This is where compassion changes everything. Instead of seeing a negative person, we see a human struggling. Their anger and criticism are symptoms of that struggle. Seeing them this way makes it harder to take their behavior personally. Buddhist teachings encourage metta, or loving-kindness meditation, where we consciously send goodwill to others, even difficult ones. We might silently repeat, "May you be happy, free from suffering, and find peace." It might feel strange to do this for someone who drains your energy, but the more we practice, the more we soften our hearts and develop genuine compassion. Compassion gives us inner strength. Understand that compassion doesn't mean allowing mistreatment. You can set healthy boundaries with kindness. Compassion doesn't make you weak, it empowers you to act from wisdom, not reactivity. When you see someone through compassion, you stop needing to prove them wrong or win an argument. You realize that engaging only deepens suffering. Think about a time when you were hurting. What helped you most? Not someone pointing out flaws, but someone understanding. That's what compassion does. When we offer it, even silently, it can change the situation's energy. The Dalai Lama teaches that if you want others to be happy, practice compassion. If you want to be happy, practice compassion. Compassion dissolves negativity and creates space for healing, even within yourself. When negativity feels overwhelming, remind yourself, they are suffering. It doesn't excuse harm, but it helps you respond from understanding, not reaction. Sometimes, compassion is not reacting, walking away without resentment, or offering a kind word. The more you develop compassion, the more immune you become to negativity. You stop absorbing others' pain and radiate calm. Often, that energy can soften even the hardest hearts. But even if it doesn't, you've protected your own peace, which no one can take away. Next, we'll look at simple daily practices to stay anchored in compassion and inner peace, no matter where you are. We hope you are gaining valuable insights. Why not subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth so you don't miss our next video? To maintain inner peace, we need daily practices. Understanding negativity, patience, meditation, and compassion are powerful tools, but to truly take root, we need to bring them into our daily lives consistently. Inner peace isn't a one-time achievement, it's a practice. When we make it part of our routine, it becomes easier to stay grounded, no matter the surrounding energy. One of the simplest things is to start your day with intention. Many wake up and dive into phones, emails, and social media, reacting to others' problems without checking in with themselves first. This sets the tone for reacting all day instead of creating your own experience. Taking a few minutes in the morning to sit quietly, breathe, and remind yourself how you want to feel, calm, steady, patient, gives your mind a different starting point, guiding your reactions throughout the day. Mindful observation also makes a difference. Pay attention to how you feel in different situations, especially with difficult people. Instead of reacting instantly to negativity, observe your body. Notice when you tense up, when your breath becomes shallow, and when frustration rises. Don't judge it, just notice it, then breathe. Even a single conscious breath can bring you back to yourself, creating space to choose a calm response. Practice compassion silently throughout the day. If someone is complaining, wish them peace. Just think, may you find ease, keeping your heart open and preventing you from absorbing negativity. It's a way of protecting yourself without becoming defensive. Gratitude also helps maintain inner balance. At the end of the day, reflect on 3 things you're grateful for, shifting your focus from what's wrong to what's right. The more you focus on the good, the less space negativity has to take hold. Be mindful of the people you spend time with. While we can't always avoid negative people, we can surround ourselves with those who uplift us. Spend time with people who inspire you. This doesn't mean cutting people out harshly, but balancing your energy by nurturing positive connections. Remember, your environment matters. Create spaces that support your peace, such as a quiet corner for meditation or a calming playlist. Little things make a big difference. These daily practices are like watering a plant. At first, changes are subtle, but they grow into a steady presence of peace. Practicing regularly, the negativity of others no longer shakes you. Instead, you become a source of calm for yourself and even others. In the next section, we'll explore how these teachings come together to transform relationships, moving from conflict to harmony. Is the information in this video useful to you? Subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth to receive more content to assist with your journey. To transform relationships from conflict to harmony, we must change our energy. Dealing with negative people is never easy, especially close colleagues, family, or partners stuck in criticism, anger, or frustration. Once we understand their negativity and practice patience, meditation, and compassion, we're ready to transform our relationships by changing the energy we bring. One of the biggest mistakes is thinking we can fix others. We believe if we explain things right, they'll change, but that rarely works. It usually worsens things. Pushing against negativity only turns into an ego battle. Buddhism offers another way, leading by example and shifting energy without force. When we bring calm, grounded energy into a relationship, people feel it. If you stay steady while someone is upset, they notice that their energy isn't having the usual effect. Their negativity cycle is disrupted. When there's no reaction to fuel the conflict, the dynamic shifts. This doesn't mean it's easy. You'll be tested and feel the urge to snap back. But if you stay connected to inner peace, you become a stable presence. Sometimes that's enough to calm the other person, or allows you to walk away without resentment, keeping your energy clean. Setting clear boundaries is important, but do so without anger. You can be understanding without letting them take it out on you. Setting a boundary might mean stepping away, choosing not to engage in gossip, or saying, "I'm not willing to discuss this." The key is a clear statement of what's healthy for you, not blaming. Over time, as you stay consistent, people notice. Some may soften, and others may not, but you're free. You're no longer tied to needing approval or stuck in conflict. You're leading by example, showing that peace is possible, even in difficult relationships. Celebrate the small wins, like a calm conversation or feeling less triggered. These are signs you're transforming relationships by shifting your energy. In the end, it's not about changing others, it's about showing up differently yourself. When you do, your presence creates space where harmony can grow, even in a world full of negativity. You can choose to be the calm center in the storm. In the final section, we'll explore how to live in balance, holding on to your peace no matter what life brings. To live in balance in an imperfect world, negativity is inevitable. Despite inner work and compassion, we'll still encounter angry and frustrated people. We can't control that. What we can control is the energy we carry and how we respond. Buddhism doesn't promise a world free of difficulty, but it gives us tools to live in balance, even when life isn't perfect. We've learned that negativity comes from deep suffering, opening the door to compassion. Patience acts as a shield, giving us space to choose peace over reaction. Meditation steadies the mind, creating clarity to observe. Compassion gives us the strength to meet others with kindness without losing ourselves. This isn't just a practice, it's a way of living. Each day is another chance to strengthen inner calm. Some days will be easy, others you'll get caught off guard. What matters is returning to the practice. Each moment is a new chance to begin again. Living in balance doesn't mean life becomes quiet, it means you find your quiet within the noise. You carry peace because you've built it inside. That peace becomes a light for others. Sometimes, your calm, compassionate presence will change the energy in a room, not because you said anything, but because people feel you're calm. Remember, this journey is not about being perfect, it's about being present, staying connected to your breath, and choosing not to carry what isn't yours. Be gentle with yourself when things get hard, knowing that your peace is always available inside you. Thank you for joining me on this path toward greater understanding. If you found these teachings helpful, I invite you to subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth so we can continue exploring more ways to live with peace, compassion, and wisdom. If you've experienced moments where you've managed to stay calm around negativity, share them in the comments. Your story might inspire someone else. Take care of yourself, take care of your peace, and remember, sometimes, the greatest power lies in saying nothing at all. See you in the next video. Why not subscribe to Wisdom and Wealth so you can continue learning and be part of our growing community?